Mayor Goode saw a problem in Philadelphia for African American men. And to address these issues, he established the Mayor's Commission on African American Males in late 1991. The mayor wanted to focus attention on the fact that far too many African American males were uneducated, unemployed, and unhealthy. Furthermore, many of these men have been incarcerated, some on multiple occasions. In the past 20 years, these problems have persisted, and in many instances, been exacerbated and gotten worse. We have an elected African American president of the United States of America, but many African American men still face significant challenges. We've had others elected, states, cities, all across the country. And that is why I'm now reestablishing the Mayor's Commission on African American Males. The good news is that many organizations have been working to provide outreach, education, and health services. This commission will allow this broad coalition of concern to combine into one large effort to comprehensively address the issues surrounding our community and to provide strategic programming and opportunities for African American men in this city. Earlier this year, a document was released. It is entitled The Agenda. That helped to start this much broader and deeper conversation. I want to thank the Father's Day Rally Committee and all the other individuals who were involved in that effort to create the agenda and its program. Again, please recognize Bilal. The agenda set forth a good starting point for this commission. It specifically looks at 4 distinct critical areas: education, health, economic development, and criminal justice. We must all look at the big picture. If a man is uneducated, if any person is uneducated, if they are unemployed, if they are unhealthy, we pretty much know what their life path will be. But if they are in fact educated, employed, and healthy, they're a lot less likely to be involved with the criminal justice system or possibly go to jail. Fewer men in jail, the more positive experiences for them, their families, their children, our community, and ultimately the entire city. The city of Philadelphia is eager to help where and when we can. And therefore, we have assembled a great group to oversee this effort. But let me also say that the entire city government, everyone in the city government of the city of Philadelphia and all of our related agencies, will have a role to play, will be tasked to support the efforts of the Mayor's Commission on African American Males, and they will be directed to do so. It is my expectation that they will be enthusiastic in their support and their commitment. Let me take some time to specifically now recognize the co-chairs of this effort. And I'm pleased to say that Mayor Goode has accepted of the charge, Bilal and Jamar Israel as well. So we will have a triple co-chair for this commission. And with that, let me introduce Reverend Dr. Mayor W. Wilson Goode, Sr.
The African American Male Commission that we set up in intentionally deal with the African American issue. Because unless something is done, then the future for African American males look very, very blight. Let me just say this in terms of my interests. When I left college in 1961, and that's a long time ago, 50 years ago, and spent 2 years in the Army, and I moved back intentionally to my old neighborhood and worked with a group of young African American men in that neighborhood, of which there were about 15 to 16 of them. And I worked with them because no one in that neighborhood, other than myself, had ever gone to college. And we were able to, over a period of 3 or 4 years, work with young African American men and see that they saw that they could go to college. And I will not name some of the people who came through that now, except one. One of them, my neighbor, was Bernard Lee, a distinguished attorney in this town right now that came through that. And so there is ways that you can begin to deal with this problem if you show attention. After leaving the mayor's office, I asked to work in the Department of Education and went back to work dealing simply with young people in schools all across this country, and then organized in 2000 the Amachi program. My only point is that for me, this is my life's work. If the mayor had not appointed me voluntarily, I would have begged him to do so. So I'm so pleased to be a part of this. Look forward to working with the other 2 co-chairs and with the commission and with the mayor, of course, to see whether or not that we can change the outcomes for a large number of African American males in the city. Thank you all so much.
Let me now ask, hear from our co-chairs, other co-chairs in a second. Let me now ask the members who have accepted the charge of the Mayor's Commission on African American Males to rise. Please rise, gentlemen.
This is also an emotional moment for me. 20 years ago, actually more than 20 years ago, when we were organizing men in this city, we approached this honor, Mayor Goode, to do the commission without any hesitation. He established the commission. After he left office, the 2 previous mayors, the 5 would not do the commission. So to have our mayor now, another to step up and take on the effort to reestablish, recreate the commission. It's a very, very honored and emotional moment for me. So I want to thank personally Mayor Goode and Mayor Nutter for being men that were taking the courageous and bold move to step out here and support us as Black men in the city of Philadelphia by creating the commission. So. I define my work now as part of a liberation movement. And I define it this way. 2 trains on 2 different paths but leading the same direction. One path, one train is challenging society negative, consistent bombardment and negative images of black men. And we got to challenge society, we got to challenge the media, and we got to be on that train. But on the other train, we have to challenge ourselves and all the brothers around us to change their attitude and their behavior that makes the larger society constantly look at us in a negative light. So these two trains are heading same time on different tracks, but going on the same missions. That is what I think now we're doing on my work is being part of this liberation movement in Philadelphia, but not only in Philadelphia, but across the country, about promoting the positive images of black men. And I could tell you, talk to the mayor, everybody sitting in front of me, better be ready to roll in the sleeve. We're going to do some work. And we're going to make some changes in this city that let folks know that there's more positive black men in the city of Philadelphia doing positive things than there are negative things. Thank you.
I'm going to be a little shorter than he was. Okay, my name is Jamar Izzard, better known as Izzo. We know from Radio 1 Philadelphia, Launch Point through the Beat, formerly now Hot 107. I'm also the community outreach coordinator, born and raised in Philadelphia, North Philadelphia. And when I got the call to actually be a part of this, I was extremely excited because, you know, being raised in Philadelphia, you see what goes on. You know, I get a little angry sometimes when I see kids running around with no guidance, cursing in the street, running around doing all types of stuff. And I go out there and I try to help them as much as possible. When I got this call, I feel as though I had an army calling me. You know, army calling me so we can actually do this together. So I'm looking forward to working, giving everything I have, and moving forward. All right? Thank you.